Will it finally be over? That's the theme of what we're going to be talking about in this video. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark. Thanks for stopping by. And if you guys haven't done so, make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe right down below. Okay. What we're going to be talking about in this video, the Ripple SEC whole fiasco that's been unraveling for multiple years. We've been talking about it on the channel. And now with the turn into 2025 and the changing of the guard within the SEC, and quite frankly, the swamp, if you will. But let's get into the discussion here within Paul Atkins taking office within the SEC and how this is going to end the decade-long lawsuit within XRP, Ripple, and the SEC. I want to share with you guys kind of my thoughts and comments, as well as we're going to dive into the crypto bubbles. I'll show you exactly what's going on right now on the charts, okay? But let's talk about it because this is kind of where if you are an XRP holder, you have to kind of look into this as, okay, this could be the turning point of it all, right? This could be the day where everything starts to change, right? We've talked about XRP in 2000. We go back to 2021, 22. We did not have a bull cycle for XRP. Now, that's very, very hard to kind of remember, especially when you see how XRP has been performing over the last 30, 60 days, okay? But I want to share with you guys what we have going on. Obviously, not financial advice. Always do on research and due diligence, okay? But when we talk about XRP today, we're starting to get these last couple days before the 2024 tax season comes to conclusion within trading. Obviously, XRP is down 4% on the day. This is kind of where we're getting close, guys. $2.09, right? I told you I am buying if we get below $2. I think that there are a lot of scenarios where we do end up seeing a little rip back to like $1.86. I think that's kind of where when I was looking at the chart and doing kind of my thought, my thesis and kind of where the XRP price is headed within a lot of my thoughts, that's kind of where I'm at. All right. And this is something where we look into the trading view a little bit deeper, and I'll share with you guys kind of what I'm looking at. Okay. So $1.47 would be my absolute floor. Okay. But we are starting to bounce a little bit nicely. And that's kind of where I look at it. Where if we do want to talk about it, I think it's that $1.86 level right here. That's kind of where I'm looking at for the next floor in question. Okay. So if XRP does wick down to this level, which I do think that is a possibility, not fudding XRP, I'm just saying, guys, if you think this is a crypto kind of crapshoot, if you will, and we're just going to buy crypto and hold it, and it's only going to be able to go up, it's probably not right for you. Okay. This is where everybody complains about the price of XRP. But if you can rip 5-6%, swing trading and executing on bots and other stuff that allows you to make gains and profits, even in a market when it is stagnant, then, like I said, guys, it's probably not right for you. But that's kind of where we look at the whole conversation here. We're still flashing momentum up within the trading indicator. This is still sideways. So we're still maybe possibly looking in this in terms of, XRP kind of on a little bit of a descending triangle pattern here, if you will. But that's all going to be, in my opinion, bullish as we get into 2025. Okay. I think that when we talk XRP, this is kind of where we're having our discussion right here. Okay. That's the $3 range. All right. If we get up in that $3 zone, and yeah, that kind of looks like a balloon in a way. So we'll put a little dollar sign there just to kind of make it a little pretty. Because if we did get up in $3, I think a lot of people watching would be definitely having some profit taking, I should say, in that profit zone. Okay. But for us as traders, guys, this has been a wild ride. If we date back to where we're at in November of 2024, it's kind of leading us to this period of volatility in this last month of December, where, like I told a lot of people in my previous videos, I don't think the crypto market is ready for what's to come. I think that's where we see a lot of traders at odds end. They're kind of indecisive if they want to be bullish, bearish, somewhere in between. It's kind of that decision-making mode where the market has to kind of understand where we're headed. And I don't think we're there yet. Okay. But now as we kind of hone in on XRP in specific, will Paul Atkins end the decade-long lawsuit? Now, this is something where we've seen a lot of posts. This one's coming out from Arthur, XRP Arthur, talking about how this will be great for the entire crypto industry. Personally, if you want to look into why this change matters, we all know the answer. Okay. It's something where Atkins is looking to fill current loopholes within the system, okay, giving priority to fair regulations that will support crypto growth, not do what the old Gensler did and basically try to circumvent that, which, if we're going to be kind of just talking about this in all honesty, and I'm not going to say I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything, but um, there was a lot of weird things that he was doing. And then once I found out, the Algorand stuff and how much crypto Gary Gensler actually owned, that really came full circle. It was really eye opening for me. Okay. But that's kind of where you look at Atkins in Ripple and kind of having this past the lawsuit kind of, or I don't know if you want to use the word arrangement. That's kind of a shitty word. But what we're going to talk about is kind of just I feel like there's something there within what Atkins and Trump are looking to do within the United States. I think it's something where Ripple, Cardano, just to name a couple, Chainlink, there's a ton of them that I think they're really set up. And you can see kind of the tea leaves. You can read between them, read between the lines on this. Okay. And I think that a lot of the cryptos that, kind of were the mainstays and really were kind of established there in the United States, I think they're really going to start getting fed. And that's just not XRP. It's just not Ripple. There's a lot of them out there. We do talk about a lot of them. And right now, I think that's kind of where I was just reading some article about Grayscale just released their quarterly crypto report. And it's very fascinating to see kind of where things have came from the time period, basically, when you had to basically do this and you had no idea. There was no media. Crypto media is all, very much a subjective sport, if you will, as it is. And back in the old days, there was nothing. Okay. You had word of mouth and who you knew. Okay. But that's kind of where you look at Atkins ending the lawsuit, and this appointment obviously will have a lot of priority to pro regulation. And that's kind of where it's going to benefit Ripple and XRP because of this quick resolution of the ongoing lawsuit. Okay. There's that possibility that he gets in there day one, boom, little quid pro quo, possibly with Garlinghouse and Trump. This could already be in the waiting. All right. Now, when that officially does happen, we will obviously, not financial advice, don't have a crystal ball, but that will be a buy the rumor, sell the news event if I've ever seen one. That will be 15 to 30% off the top of XRP in one day. We'll correct 10 to 15% and then go on with our trading lives like we normally do. XRP is very much sensitive to kind of outside catalysts and stuff that stimulates the price in outside of just organic growth. Okay. Now, that's kind of where you look into it. XRP with the legitimacy in the United States, I think with XRP adoption, we talked about it, right? 90% of Ripple's doings are overseas. And obviously, if you're going to do cross-border payments and you're a United States-based company, that only makes logical sense. But what we're talking about here is just bringing back jobs, bringing back kind of input and functionality to United States holders to, incentivize other people also to come to the United States legally and to develop crypto. And it's going to be kind of like I talked about. It's going to be this whole Cold War kind of esque feeling between China, Russia, and the United States. And then obviously the EU will try to get their hands dirty as well. But I really think it's going to be this arms war within digital currency and blockchain. That's something where it's not going to be, we're not going to see the Berlin Wall or anything like that. But I do think that there is going to be a little feel to this whole narrative here where who wants to be the best in the world with blockchain. Okay. And that's the beauty of it, right? It's decentralized. It doesn't need a government if it's truly what it is there for. And then with that being said, it really doesn't allow nations to have more power over one another unless we go down some crazy dominance pathway where, somebody wants to monopolize the supply or something like that from a nationwide standpoint and really affect that global kind of effect. But that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of some tin hat thinking there on a Monday. You guys can all go back to bed or continue your day with the absence of that. You don't really need all that commentary. It comes down to this, guys. Day one, I think Paul Atkins can remove kind of what Gensler has put in place. The lawsuit could end on day one. I know objectively and actually like from a matter of fact and from a paperwork standpoint, probably not. But more so, I think the whole thought of it and, basically the lawyers can sleep on the Ripple defense team. So I think that's kind of where we're at. in my personal opinion, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a magician, I can't predict the future, but I can pretty much guarantee that this XRP lawsuit will be all but eliminated. And that's kind of where I look for this to then start the next wave, where the SEC kind of is looking to promote Ripple in their business doings in the United States and allow them to spread their wings, not just hold them back, not just to suppress them. And like I said, guys, with this all taken into effect, and we look into kind of where we can be within adoption with Ripple, their on-demand liquidity service, as well as RippleNet. This is something where I think that we really do have a chance to legitimize Ripple into the United States in a way that we've never seen before. Now, whether or not we get an IPO, that's a whole nother story for a different day, but that's kind of in the tea leaves as well. But that's kind of where I'm at. So very bullish on XRP for 2025. Have a great rest of your day. This is where we have the last couple days before the end of 2024. So we'll see what happens. I think that we're going to get a lot of shuffling, a lot of liquidation, some harvesting going on within kind of people trading crypto at the last minute. I know I will be, but that's kind of where it all comes down to 2025 and how bullish you are for XRP. Let me know down below in the comments. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace.